Alright, everybody. This is gonna be a weird one. I was sent this one by a fan, and I'm curious to see what this channel is all about. I might have covered him before, but if I did, it was a long time ago, and I don't remember a thing. But this channel is called Raging Golden Eagle. And when I got a look at their homepage, I immediately knew, wow, we're dealing with an interesting account here, aren't we? It's all anti-woke slop, of course, but every profile or every thumbnail seems to be a lolly or at least an anime character. So yeah, this channel's definitely interesting to say the least. And I saw a few seconds of their intro, and it is... Ooh, it's something out of parody. I remember this channel from the old Gamergate days. Well, we're about to get a taste of the old Gamergate days here in the Big 26 right now. So without any further ado, let's dive into his newest video. It's called Boy Scouts or Scouting America Try to Distance Themselves from Wokeness. Alright then, let's see what it's all about. Without any further ado, drop a like and a comment on this video if you end up enjoying. And, yeah. Yeah, as you can see, we don't have to get far into the video to see we're dealing with some real degenerate anti-woke slop here, bro.
Scouting America moves to
I feel like we just need to let that intro... I feel like we need to let that intro hang for a moment. Shockingly, Wikitubia doesn't have a page on Raging Golden Eagle. He has like 75,000 subscribers. He's not all that relevant, to tell you the truth. Not Chud stealing our kinkiness? What? Invincible animation? That's real as hell.
Shed woke label with major recommitments to military and traditional American values. How about a recommitment to being the Boy Scouts? Oh, you're not willing to go that far, huh? Well...
Why do you care? Who gives a shit about the Boy Scouts in the Big 26, to tell you the truth? Also, considering the prevalence of lolicon type shit in your content and the fact that you care way too much about Boy Scouts of America, I am definitely getting some red flags already.
Continue disappearing, I guess. Chief Scout Executive Roger Crone says 70% of sponsoring organizations are churches and the program is very apolitical. Man, so you're more than willing to side with the left when it comes to the woke shit, but you're not willing to side with the right. Even though that's where most of your support comes from,
Well, yeah, because these companies all know that in a couple years, things are going to swing pretty hard to the left, way harder than it even was in the cancel culture era. God, I'm scared for it too. And of course, I predict, and I think many predict, I think a lot of corporations predict that there are going to be the companies that go real hard in pleasing the sort of right-wing cultural shift we're experiencing. And this happened in 2016 as well, so they know it's just a shift that's going to go back the other way. And that the companies who do that are going to have to answer for it in a few years when things shift back into wokeness again. This happened multiple times in my lifetime, where culturally we just shift a little bit to the right, or a lot to the right. Even the companies start pandering to more conservative politics. They stop doing pride celebration type stuff, and then something crazy happens. In my lifetime, it's both times it's been Trump, and things shift back into being more progressive, and even the corporations are trying to virtue signal how progressive they are. I don't think Boy Scouts of America, which I don't know if it counts as a corporation in the traditional sense, I guess it would, I don't think they want to tie themselves to any political side right now, because if they go too woke, they might piss off the very politically active, radicalized right at the moment. But if they go too right, they're going to have a lot they have to answer for in a few years. They've had to do it before. A lot of these corporations have. I don't think they want to sign up for that.
You're still gonna say you're apolitical, but you had no problems being leftist, though. Scouting America, the Texas-based national organization founded at...
Wait, I thought that Boy Scouts of America did have a problem being leftist, though. They're trying to distance themselves from the woke stuff. Is not actively identifying with or trying to be aligned with the far right or just the right in general. Is that wokeness now?
As the Boy Scouts of America is working to shed the claims it has gone woke in recent years, as it renews its focus on training young people with life skills, providing fun and indoctrinational outdoor experiences, and revitalizing its partnership with the U.S. military. How about becoming the Boy Scouts again? Since its inception by Lieutenant General Robert Baden.
Okay, I don't know what this guy's deal is, if he's an alcoholic or just not trying to be mean here, but disabled. But his cadence and pacing is a little too rough for me. I'm gonna have to speed him up.
Powell in February of current year minus 116 what is now Scouting America has remained dedicated to providing key life tenets of faith, character, and service to young people. As one example, eliminated otherwise recently conceived DEI merit badge and replaced it with a military-centric one. So you're trying to walk it back.
Well, it's everything they can do to be symbolically anti-woke now, so they can walk it back again in a couple years when people move more to the woke culture type stuff once again. Because you are delusional if you believe cancel culture's never coming back, wokeness is never coming back. We're never going to see another big wave of like media trying to pander to progressive people and minority audiences. Like, if you think that shit's going anywhere for good, then you are delusional.
After your membership tanked, huh? Chief Scout Executive Roger Crone told Fox's Digital that Scouts have been central to the key moments in history, a testament to the program's values, importance, and longevity. That you guys have
Yeah, it's a lot like El Nino and La Nina, the climate cycles. Good comparison, Lucky Otter.
Like, well, what does it feel like being the ones under whose oversight the 116-year-old organization dies? How does it feel to be the final link in that chain? And by your own doing, too. In fact, I think all but one of the men that walked on the moon were Scouts. There's also a tendency for a certain percentage of membership to want to trade their Scout.
As a hardcore leftist and a former Scout, why the fuck are they trying to force the Scouts one way or the other? Because everything has to be a political, like, soccer ball now, essentially. Like, it's always everything, every single thing. Nothing can be a nonpartisan just thing that exists. Even the sky has to be partisan now, because you got right-wing flat earthers and moon landing deniers claiming that the lines in the sky are chemtrails and shit. Okay, nothing can be objective and nonpartisan anymore. Nothing can just be itself. It has to be weaponized for some kind of political purpose. Everything has to be now.
Uniforms for military uniforms. We have a long tradition with the military. Hell, good for you guys. Now, when are you going to become the Boy Scouts again? That's what you're really going to have to do to fix this. The girls already have the Girl Scouts. In 1915, professional scouter Erner Goodman founded Scouting America's own honor society, the Order of the Arrow, at Treasure Island Scout Reserve in the middle of the Delaware River to recognize scouts who excel in their life of service. John F. Kennedy was the first Scout president. Gerald Ford was the only one to date who had earned the Eagle Scout. Jimmy Carter, though never a Scout, earned the BSA Silver Buffalo Award for service to Georgia Scouts.
Okay, boring.
They already don't have any fees anyway.
Boring.
50% of the military since Paladin. You keep like that.
Is this video just all him reading the article?
Immune system. Toxin.
Okay.
Like, you shouldn't be striving to be apolitical. You should be striving to resist the woke toxin, like the mind.
Wait, so he's actually pissed off that, like, Boy Scouts of America or Scouts of America is trying to be less political and more nonpartisan, and he is angry, as he just said, because they are not trying to actively resist wokeness. So in his mind, it is truly what I said before, the dichotomy is either you're with the right or you're with the woke. There is no neutrality.
Virus that infected you before. You got to work on your immune system, dog. Come on. Scouting received blowback for allowing girls to join in the past year, but they're not. And potentially woke influence from
Man, he's a slow reader
too, huh? Just because there happens to be a lot of woke content doesn't mean that that's all there is. We know one of the challenges I think for our kids in our country face today is that they're glued to the devices. They're indoors or on outdoors. Get them off devices, moving around. It's we say it's social without the media. Dude, have you been on social media recently? It's not social there either. Scouting America's youth leaders used to visit Captain outside.
Where's his commentary? What the fuck?
Enter confidence with Scouting for America. Well, maybe once you become the Boy Scouts again. Come on, man. You know what you need to do.
Okay, I can't with this guy. I actually can't. Oh my god. Does this guy even put in the slightest bit of effort to make any commentary? Jesus Christ. What is this guy's deal? I gotta read the comments on this. I gotta know what the comments look like. We were always on your side, don't you remember? Every scared, dying institution that betrayed you. All I'm hearing is we're gonna keep it down low until we're confident enough to stab you in the back again. Too late after all the shenanigans they allowed. Women, what's yours is mine, and mine is mine. Girl Scouts for girls and Boy Scouts for girls too. Laughing, crying emoji. Boy Scouts is for boys, Girl Scouts is for girls. Even Lord Baden-Powell and Juliet Gordon-Low agreed to that. Being in Boy Scouts was a core part of my childhood and teenage years, some of my best memories. I was so disappointed in the leadership for pulling all this shit. The Boy Scouts was a brotherhood that I could not have gotten anywhere else. That I could not have gotten anywhere else. What a damn shame. So even some of these conservative commenters know that inevitably woke is coming back. And when it does, these companies don't want to have planted their flag firmly with the anti-woke crowd because they want to be flexible. They want to be able to pander to whatever group is on top when it's on top. Corporations are on only one side, the side that's winning. They're like power.